Hey, welcome to this video. So there's a new moon happening in Cancer on July 4th at 4 a.m. So it'll be at 12 degrees 53 seconds of Cancer. It will be conjunct Mercury within approximately 3 degrees and opposite Pluto at about approximately 4 degrees orb. And then Venus is also in Cancer, and it's within an 8-degree orb. Venus is at 20 degrees. And Venus is trining Mars and Scorpio, as well as within 4 degrees of trining Chiron and Pisces. So there's actually a Grand Trine because Mars is at 23 degrees of Scorpio. So they're all in water signs. And first, I kind of want to talk about Venus trining Mars, because Venus trine Mars to me says that there will be a lot of passion and deep connection in relationships and a deep connection between the masculine and the feminine. And then with the Grand Trine to Chiron, including Venus and Mars, I think this is actually healing the wounds around masculine and feminine sides of ourselves and in society even, and what those masculine and feminine roles really mean to us, and really becoming aware of any unconscious patterns that have been instilled to us in some way, whether it's through our parents, through society, through our any relationship and anything like that, where there was some kind of unconscious pattern created around what is considered masculine and what's considered feminine. So this whole thing is being healed right now and hopefully being brought into some kind of harmony, because the thing I've thought about a lot with water signs is, well, the problem in our society is that growing up, we were told that it wasn't okay to cry. Now, that's actually suppressing, the emotional aspect of our nature. Water signs are here to help us uncover that emotional nature. And when our emotional nature is healthy, then that's when harmony begins. So there's a lot of unconscious processing that's been happening, especially in these last few years because of Saturn being in Scorpio, and there's been a lot of water sign stuff happening not too long ago, like around 2013 and stuff. There was a lot of emotions happening at that time. It was a very murky time, especially, I'm speaking mostly from my own experience, but I mean, it was a very, emotionally, having to come to grips with unconscious things and trying to understand what this all means, right, really, And so I think this is going to be helping us further to clear the waters, clear the emotional toxicity that has been instilled in us in this world, the societal programming and whatnot, It's all over the place. I don't know. And with Mercury conjunct this new moon, well, the new moon itself in Cancer is a new beginning, either emotionally, with your home life, with your family life, and with your emotional foundation in general. So this is definitely a time for healing and also starting fresh, starting a new beginning in those areas. So it could even be about starting a family, starting a nurturing environment, and finding that nurturing within yourself. And Mercury there helps us to communicate and become more aware of emotional things, it's good for really understanding your emotions from a different perspective, from that mental perspective, and being able to maybe overanalyze your emotions a bit, but it's also good for being a bit more objective about your emotions. But at the same time, your communication could become more emotional. And if you're speaking from an unconscious place or allowing unconscious emotions to spurt out, then it could be showing in your communication without you meaning to. I mean, it's about becoming aware of those emotions so that you don't communicate in a way that is actually kind of causing turmoil, because that could actually happen sometimes with Mercury and water signs at times, I suppose. Like, well, with Pisces, it's more confusion. With Scorpio, it's more like revealing deep stuff. With Cancer, it could come out as just a bit of crabbiness kind of feeling. Or, yeah, you don't want to be too passive aggressive with your emotions. Try to become aware of those emotions so that when you do communicate them, it's not coming out at an unconscious level. It's coming out from that conscious awareness of what those emotions are trying to say. The opposition to Pluto, well, that's kind of, helping the whole process of becoming aware of unconscious stuff. And it could be through other people in your life, whatever one-on-one relationships you have, would bring up this sort of stuff for you. So Pluto being in Capricorn, it could be your work even related, because Capricorn rules the 10th house of career, So it could be like a situation at work that makes you become more aware of how you're dealing with your own emotional state. Or it could be, your partner, of course, because of the 1 to 7 thing going on, or the opposition basically represents yourself and others. And or wherever Pluto is transiting your chart. So if you know where Capricorn is in your chart, that could actually help indicate what is pushing your buttons, what's helping to reveal those unconscious ways of dealing with your emotions. So, and of course, Capricorn can rule the father while Cancer rules the mother, so there is that masculine and feminine theme coming up as well. So this is definitely a time of really trying to find that harmony and balance between those two parts of yourself, and try to come to grips with any disharmony so that you can try to bring it into harmony by becoming aware of that sort of stuff, The new moon in Cancer is also trine Neptune in Pisces, so this is going to help us to access our intuition a lot easier and to bring a sense of kind of like a new beginning even in how you handle your emotions and your intuitive state. So how you deal with sensitivity and how you deal with empathy can be made into like a new way. Like perhaps you'll bring into a new way of dealing with that sort of thing. And it's a good time for being in a higher vibration and doing things that are relaxing and meditative, and that helps you to make you more aware and to bring that energy to a higher place. That's what I've got for today. I will talk to you again as soon as I can. And I'll talk to you soon though. All right, have a good time. Bye.